It is Sunday Night Soccer here to close out Week 15 in USL League One. It's North Texas Soccer Club hosting Greenville Triumph Soccer Club here at Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas. Both these teams looking to continue their winning ways. North Texas has not dropped points at home. They are 7-0-0, while Greenville Triumph just picked up its first road win of the season last week in Orlando. So both teams looking to get back and stay on that winning track. Let's start with North Texas. Some things to look at going into tonight's game. The offensive options, and it was none more evident than last week against Lansing when they scored 3 goals, winning that match 3-1. Here was the first goal. Callum Montgomery, just right place, right time, as the ball gets bounced around after a free kick, and he is able to just head it into the back of the net. Pretty easy peasy there from Callum Montgomery. The second goal is North Texas using space to their advantage. So much open space for Arturo Rodriguez to run into, and he's able to finish it. Jonathan Gomez brings it into the area. He had 2 assists on the night, and here it was, a great goal using all of that open space. And then the third goal of the night, Ronaldo Demis, the USL League One leader in goals, able to get in behind and find that pocket of space. He barely stays onside. Kevin Koifik keeping him onside. And you know what Ronaldo Demis is going to do after that, just slot it home and put it in the back of the net. On the other side for Greenville Triumph, John Hart's side just picking up their first road win of the season. It was their 4th win overall, and this is how their first goal happened. It was Cameron Saul. Look at number 11 right in the middle of your screen. He has the ball now. He's able to keep possession for his team. Keep your eye on him. He finds some space right at the top of the 6th. A beautiful ball in from Jake Keegan on the right. Here's another look at it. Cameron Saul just basically posting up in there and then relocating. Once the ball goes wide, the defense shifts, and Saul is able to do the rest. His first goal on the season. And then later on, this was the brace to finish off Orlando. It was Carlos Gomez on the assist from Dominic Boland, just able to put it in the top netting and get all 3 points last week. So both these teams, they played once before. It was a 1-0 win for North Texas. But tonight, Greenville will try to get a road win for the 2nd straight week. It's all coming up next on ESPN+.
The heat will wear you out real quick. And we've been through some hot ones. It's very physical. You gotta take care of your body and stay hydrated because every moment matters. That's why I drink Advocare Hydrate. I've got a job to do.
Ah, boating. Tundra. A little R&R. Camry.
Wow, she's good.
Off-roading. Forerunner. Treasure hunting. Highlander mateys.
Thanks.
Wherever you want to go, we've got a great deal on a Toyota to get you there.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,500 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sarah's last tuition payment sent off.
Feeling good?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm ready to focus on my project.
This is why we plan. Oof. You never cease to amaze me, Maya.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
Injuries can be overcome. Returns can be triumphant. The top of your game is well within reach. From comprehensive care to advanced research, everything you need to rehab, recover, and refuel your performance is in the playbook at Texas Health Sports Medicine.
Back here at Toyota Stadium, the teams take to the pitch here tonight in Frisco, North Texas, and Greenville. Let's get you those starting lineups. And those starting lineups are presented by Advocare. Here it is for the home side. North Texas, coached by Eric Quill, making 7 changes. Many of the regulars, though, still in there. Ronaldo Demis, Christian Coleman, and Arturo Rodriguez up top. And then that center back duo of Evans and Montalvo with Aviles back in goal after Kyle Zobek was there last week. On the other side for John Harkes and Greenville Triumph, no changes. If it ain't broke, then don't fix it. And here it is, Keegan and Saul up top. And then that back line that's been stout with Polak, Lee, Politz, and Seiler with Dallas J in between the posts. Those are the lineups presented by Advocare. And it will be Greenville in their white kits and blue shorts. And on the other side, it will be North Texas in those red home uniforms. This match. And here is the injury report presented by Texas Health Sports Medicine. No injuries reported on either side. There is some squad rotation, though. There was a friendly between FC Dallas and Club Tijuana of Liga MX just before this match, and a few players from the North Texas side featured in that one. The referee tonight, Chris Ruska, and we are just about set here to close out Week 15 in USL League One play. Home teams have gone 1-1-1 so far this week, but what we'll give here tonight, can Greenville Triumph come on the road for the 2nd straight week and get a big win against the league leaders? Well, Texas can go 7 points clear at the top over Tormenta after their loss yesterday. The whistle blows. We're underway from Toyota Stadium here on this Sunday night in USL League One. Greenville Triumph will start with possession, and they are coming off that 2-0 win at Orlando City B last Friday. When talking with John Harkes, he emphasized how good the discipline was within the squad. Said his team had some opportunities to make it a little bit more, but obviously happy with 3 points, happy to get that first road win. And when asking him about that road win and whether that's something he talks to the team about, he says, it's not something we really harp on, but I think the team knows about it. And still, it's always good to go out and get 3 points, especially when you have a 10-hour bus ride to and from. That makes that return trip much happier. Cameron Saul also scoring on his birthday. That has to be exciting for Saul. It was his first goal of the season. On the other side for North Texas Soccer Club, Eric Quill was proud of that second half response. All 3 goals coming in the second half. It was a chippy game against Lansing. Nate Miller got sent off, the coach for Lansing, a bunch of yellow cards to either side. But he said it was a big statement, finishing off the end of 3 games in 8 days with those 3 points. Said his team was fighting through some tired legs, but ultimately getting those 3 points. And it was a pretty dominating 3-1 win right here at Toyota Stadium. They are now 7-0-0 at home. A plus 11 goal differential, 16-5. And they have been very, very good on this home surface, using the space to their advantage. Eric Quill says his team is much better when his team is playing the style that he likes to play, and that's just 1-2 touches and then passing it along, moving the ball plenty. At Madison, he said that didn't really happen. That was a 4-1 defeat for North Texas. His team played as a bunch of individuals in that game rather than as a team. And there's a giveaway, and here's Ronaldo Demis on the ball for the first time today. USL League One leader in goals. As Polak tries to come over. Polak against Demis. That could be a good matchup here today. Polak knocks it out for a throw-in. Now here are the keys to the game presented by Toyota for North Texas. It's be patient, as Eric Quill is expecting Greenville to sit in, while Greenville embrace the underdog mentality in this one, as they have the least amount of goals this season in USL League One. They're going up against a team with the most in USL League One, so something has to give here, and we'll see whether that holds true or whether Greenville can get something going on the score sheet. They've scored multiple goals in 2 straight games for the first time all season long. And they're looking to build off of that road win. He scored multiple goals in that match against Chattanooga as well, that 3-2 loss in Chattanooga. It was a match in which Stephen Beatty had a hat trick. It comes central, a little bit too far. It's back for Carlos Aviles, who will boot it back to midfield. And there's Christian Coleman, number 12, still rehabbing from that torn ACL he suffered last year. He's played 62 minutes last Tuesday against Tucson, 65 minutes against Lansing Ignite on Saturday. Building back to full fitness. When talking with Eric Quill, he was hoping for a little bit of a better game from Christian Coleman in that second match. He said his cardio is still really building up, and when he comes into this side that really likes to press and get after the opponent, he says it can be a little bit difficult, especially for somebody coming off an ACL injury. This one all the way into the box, but it's right at Carlos Aviles. That was a touch by Bermudez. One last point there on Coleman. He's unsure, Eric Quill, how long he'll still be in USL League One before he goes back up to FC Dallas in MLS. He still has to get back to full fitness coming back from that ACL tear. This one is skied into the stands. You see number 57 out there for North Texas, Christian Escribano, making his debut in USL League One. There's a look at Eric Quill, the head man for this North Texas Soccer Club side. Eric Quill, so much to balance with this team. It's basically an ever-changing roster. 7 changes to the lineup here tonight. Michel, one of the assistant coaches, listed on the bench. He made 1 appearance. Here's David Rodriguez into the box. A bit of a heavy touch. And Dallas J able to come out and collect. And he distributes. Here's Coleman trying to put a little bit of pressure on this back line. Clean sheet last week for this Greenville side at Orlando. And now some room to run for Greenville as it's poked away, and this will go out for the first corner kick of the match. And it goes to Greenville Triumph. It will be Bermudez over to take. 1 assist on the season. The whistle blows, and it looks like the offside flag goes up here on the near side. They took it very quickly. So it goes back to North Texas. When talking with Eric Quill about why this team has been so successful at home, he talks about how this pitch in the stadium really suits the style of play for this team. I mentioned just a few moments ago that Eric Quill likes to play that 1-2 touch football. They like to build out of the back. They have the highest % possession on average in the league. They like to be on the ball. They like to dictate the tempo of the game. Says space is very important in this style, and there is plenty of it on this field. Very different from some other fields around USL League One. And with the ever-changing roster, it seems, sometimes you might have to switch up the style of play, but Eric Quill says you don't really switch it up too much. Maybe you adjust it based on personnel, but the game plan stays the same and how they want to play and build out of the back. Play that 1-2 touch football. And here they are trying to build out of the back. Some pressure being applied. You'll see Jake Keegan, number 9, right in the center circle currently. There's a giveaway there on the far side. He's dropped back a little bit, kind of playing that number 10 role. Cameron Saul is up top. He's being brought into the area. Some contact there with Escribano, but nothing doing there for Greenville. Biku Bisset now goes airborne, and the whistle blows for a foul. Take a look here at the Advocare replay. Biku Bisent back in the North Texas side. He was with the Haitian national team during the Gold Cup. Here's Ronaldo Demis, now another Haitian on the ball. And this one goes wide. Did it take a deflection? And it looks like it will be a goal kick. Here's a look at the Advocare replay. A long ball over the top. Polak unable to judge that ball in midair. And Demis getting on the end of that. He can be dangerous coming off that right side, but the matchup of Ronaldo Demis and Tyler Polak will definitely be one to watch today. And when talking with John Harkes about Tyler Polak, the impact he's had, he says he has great leadership, one of the better fullbacks in USL League One. He brings out the physicality in his game and that 1v1 defending, and I'm sure we'll see that with Ronaldo Demis tonight. He talks about being a little bit more vocal than he was than when Tyler Polak was with John Harkes at FC Cincinnati just a few years ago. There's a giveaway at the back, looking for Keegan at the top. Unable to find him as it's poked away. Nearly 10 minutes gone so far from Frisco. And going back to that last match between these two sides, going all the way back to May 4th in Greenville. It was a 1-0 win for North Texas Soccer Club. It was a long shot from outside the box by Thomas Roberts. It was deflected by Dallas J, and it was kind of one of those shots where you weren't sure if it was going to hit the bar, go over, go in. Dallas J deflected it, and it ended up going in a long ball over the top, a header, but the flag up on the far side negates that opportunity for North Texas. But in the end, it was a 1-0 win for North Texas in the first matchup. Talking with John Harkes about it, he says it was kind of a fluke goal, caught us off guard. They're hoping tonight they don't have any of those type of plays, and they can try to get out of here with a point at minimum, is what he said. Final game of Week 15 here in USL League One. North Texas can extend their lead at the top to 7 games. They will have played one more game than Tormenta, but 7 points, still a big gap at the top. Now maybe a chance to counter for North Texas. Ronaldo Demis on the ball, and it's taken away by Carlos Gomez. Now Demis going at Gomez, and he's able to find his teammate Cole Seiler. A big switch of the field now. Escribano heads it in the air. Bisent tries to take it away. Bermudez goes down, and it will be a set piece opportunity coming for Greenville Triumph. As Bermudez stays down for a moment. A chance to put one into the area here for Greenville Triumph. About 12 minutes gone. North Texas has not been on the ball maybe as much as they want. The possession stats say 62-37, but I still think North Texas would like to have a little bit more of the ball. But here's an opportunity here for Greenville. It's sent in, and it's right at Aviles. They're looking for Evan Lee, big 6'4" center back. As he distributes quickly, Aviles, but can't find his intended target. Seiler comes away with it. Here's Mohammed. He's down the end line. Here's Bermudez. Back heel for Mohammed. He's able to keep possession. Get away from some red jerseys. He goes down. And a very similar free kick from what we saw on the other side. So another set piece opportunity here for Greenville, just moments after they had about the same one on the other side of the pitch. It's Mohammed making people miss. David Rodriguez coming from behind and takes out that left leg. And Credit Greenville for coming out to play here in these early moments. Here's Gomez. It'll be Polak, though. Swings it in, and right out of Carlos Aviles in goal again. He'll try to take this quick. He has to be very careful. There was some traffic in there. Now the ref is going to say, put this down and take it as a free kick. He puts it back in play. Aviles has to be careful there. Some interference there with a white jersey. Here's Breck Evans on the ball. Wearing the captain's armband tonight for North Texas. We'll see a lot of this tonight. North Texas building out of the back and on the ball. Here's Arturo Rodriguez. Kind of makes this team tick in the attack. Brother David as well. Breck Evans again missed some time in May and June, but back in the side, and when talking with Eric Quill about him, says he's so important to this team on the back line, just keeping everybody organized, even calling some people out when they're not in the right place at the right time. He says that's so important that one of your peers can call you out. And he says it might mean a little bit more than when a coach is calling it out from the sideline, as Demis gets his head to it and it funnels back to Dallas J. Dallas J spending time with the Guam national team in World Cup qualifiers back in June. He racked up the travel miles as well. He did not miss a game, has not missed a game this season. Staple for this Greenville Triumph team in their first season in USL League One. Here's Christian Coleman. Gets it wide. And this one will run out of play. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Throwing for Tyler Polak. Ball goes out of play and back to North Texas, another throw-in. When talking with Eric Quill about this Greenville Triumph side coming into this match, he says John Harkes likes to keep them organized and studies up. He says the team takes on the persona of their coach. Here's Arturo Rodriguez ahead for his brother David. Taken away by Seiler. Not out of danger yet. The ball will deflect out and off of Seiler again when he was standing out of play. The first corner kick of the match for North Texas. Arturo Rodriguez will take this in-swinger, something North Texas prefers. They like those in-swingers on set pieces. Rodriguez puts his right foot through it. Dallas J punches it away. And maybe a chance to counter here. But instead a foul. Looks like this will go against Greenville. Mohammed and Bermudez were in there. Still down on the field. Here's another look at the Advocare replay. It's Mohammed. Looks like a forearm catching the face there of David Rodriguez. Unintentional. He's back on his feet. And another set piece opportunity here for North Texas. And it will be Arturo Rodriguez to take once again. Rodriguez Sends it in. It's headed away. A big intervention there. It was Evan Lee to get his head to it. And another corner here on this near side coming for North Texas. Here's the Advocare replay. A dangerous ball, and Lee had to know everything about that not to put it in his own net. Rodriguez now. Right into the middle, but over everybody's head. This will go out for a throw-in. And you look at that home record for North Texas, 7-0-0. And here's Greenville, 1-3-2. That first road win coming last week against Orlando. Another whistle blown. A decent amount of whistles here in this first just about 20 minutes. There is that plus 11 goal differential at home for North Texas. They've been so good on this field. Nobody's tripped him up quite yet. Here's Saul trying to get it forward for Keegan. It's a little bit too strong, and back to Aviles. Texas has been good at home, but they have been close to at least drawing a few times. They got a late penalty kick against Madison early on in the season. A 1-0 win over Orlando. It was an own goal by Orlando. So they've been close a few times, but nobody has tripped them up in the end. An early ball in from Escribano, and Jay is out to take it. They'll play out of the back with Walker. Get a wide for Polak. That center back duo of Lee and Politz. Greenville gets it wide. Who will win the race to this one? Try to keep it in, but instead it goes out for a goal kick. Fans follow North Texas Soccer Club and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL MLS, UFC, the US Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Texas continuing to knock the ball around, but there's an interesting quote when talking with John Harkes this week just about the youth on this North Texas side. As Murillo takes it into the area, it's deflected out for a throw. And a great quote says, "The ball has no idea how old you are," and I think that speaks dividends to this North Texas side, just trying to be patient as they break down this Greenville back line. But I also think that ties into what Eric Quill was saying about this North Texas team, and also the needing to be patient against this team, that sometimes they can try to force things just because they're young and they haven't really been through a full season at the USL League One level, obviously being in its inaugural season, but most of these players have been playing for the academy and haven't played against true pros really in their entire career. Here's Arturo Rodriguez. Runs into a triple team there. Seiler will head it out. Maybe a chance to counter. Here's Cameron Saul for Walker. Now wide for Polak. Now into the middle for Jake Keegan. Wide now for Omar Mohamed. The overlapping run from Seiler is there. Seiler runs right into Cesar Murillo. Rodriguez, we've seen him drop deep a few times tonight already. Biku Bisen, a dangerous ball there, almost into the track of Jake Keegan. Jake Keegan has changed his role a little bit. When talking with Eric Quill, or excuse me, with John Harkes about him, I think he's dropping him a little bit deeper, and he's saying that helped him out. He assisted on the first goal last week. A ball into the area for Jake Keegan, who will win the race to this one. Seiler, a shot from outside the box, and it goes well wide. Going back to Keegan for a moment. Hark said he was very comfortable playing with another striker at the start. He has a good engine. He's trying to control him as he drops back, and that was Hark's going to Keegan and saying, I think you can be a little bit more effective if you drop back. And so far, it's worked out. A team that has struggled to score goals this season, just 10, but 4 in the last 2 weeks, so something is working. If it's Keegan dropping back a little bit and becoming more of a distributor, then so be it, but he has 5 goals on the season. He leads this side. 5 others with 1 goal. It's clipped forward. Christian Coleman trying to get by Polak. Takes a deflection and goes out for a corner. Another corner for North Texas. The first there on that right side. Will be the other Rodriguez brother, David, to take. David, an in-swinger, upcoming. Chris Ruska will stop play for a moment. Two center backs right at the penalty spot. See where they disperse in just a moment. David Rodriguez. A high ball looking for Breck Evans. He gets his head to it, goes straight up in the air. It bounces again in the box. And now the whistle blows and a foul called on North Texas. So danger averted for Greenville, at least for the moment. Even though Greenville have the least amount of goals in the league, they have the second most shots, so it's not been for a lack of trying or chances. They've been there. They're second with 13.7 shots a game, but of course the team they're playing currently, North Texas, leads in shots per game with a shade under 15. And of course they're the highest scoring team in the league as well. Biku Beesant takes down Bermudez right in the middle. And he'll stop play again. Chris Ruska will. Just wants to get the ball back. So now Beesant getting into a few Gold Cup matches. Came on late in that 3-2 win over Canada. That dramatic 3-2 win over Canada for Haiti, before they bowed out to Mexico. Gets to put one into the box. They'll take it short. A shot from well outside the box. Deflects off of Romero. Now headed back in the air. And this might be the first yellow card. We'll see if Chris Ruska goes to his pocket. He just wants the ball back again. Another high forearm by Romero. And he will go to his pocket. That will be a yellow card for Oscar Romero. It's the first caution of the night issued here in the 28th minute. And another opportunity to put a ball into the box. If you take a look at the Advocare replay, it's Walker and Romero going up for it, and that forearm was in Walker's face basically before he could get off the ground. Greenville has not been too dangerous on these set pieces so far. We'll see what this one brings. Walker takes, looking for Polak. Trying to direct it on frame, but unable to do so.
A yellow card has been issued to North Texas SC player number 7, Oscar Romero. in the 28th minute.
Now make North Texas retake that. And that shot from outside the box by Greenville just a few moments ago, something that John Harkes has slowly been nudging his team about. They have scored 10 goals. All 10 of them have been inside the box. Maybe his team needs to be less afraid to let it rip from deep. As David Rodriguez goes down, as Seiler will usher this out of play. But it will be a corner kick upcoming for North Texas. These teams don't have a deep history at all. Just one match. It was nearly 2 months ago, but decent amount of whistles so far in this first half hour. Ball swung in towards the back post. The whistle blows. And it was a foul before he get his head to it. Looks like that was Breck Evans. The Advocare replay. What set up this corner was David Rodriguez going down and some shoving between Christian Coleman and Cole Seiler. Here's Polak. And that matchup of Polak and Demis coming up again. As Polak will take a moment to collect himself, but another set piece coming for Greenville Triumph. It's becoming a common occurrence here. We're through the first half hour. The Advocare replay. Demis and Polak. It's Polak getting into the attacking areas. Going to spark something for this Greenville Triumph side. Another set piece into the box. Evan Lee was there. And here's Saul. It's deflected away. Bermudez. Gomez is over there as well. Long looping ball to the back post. Mohammed was there, but it will be a foul on Omar Mohammed. And referee Chris Ruska will pause play for a few moments, a hydration break. Very, very warm temperatures in the Frisco area, currently sitting at 89 degrees.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Due to the high temperatures at tonight's match, for the safety of the players, the referee has indicated that a cooling break
So
will
they'll take a break for just a few
break will
moments.
last up to 3 minutes. Thank you.
You can hear there from the PA, could be up to 3 minutes. And I guess a pseudo timeout for these sides. As these teams take a break. John Harkes and Eric Quell talking to their respective sides. This game following FC Dallas's friendly with Club Tijuana. Bit of a doubleheader here at Toyota Stadium. And last week, Christopher Bermudez had a few chances. We were talking with John Harkes and said it could have been a little bit more than 2-0. And Chris Bermudez was close to making it a few more. Number 7 for Greenville Triumph in white. This one off the post. A beautiful curling shot. But not enough on that to put it in. And once again, on the other side of the second half, once again, though, denied by the woodwork. That was when John Harkes said it could have been a little bit more than just 2-0. And he's been on the ball a lot so far tonight for this Greenville Triumph side. But so far, nothing to split the two sides throughout the first half hour. As North Texas is back on the field. Greenville will follow momentarily. This will be added on in stoppage time here at the end of this first half. We get ready to put the ball back in play. Looking for the latest USL League One news and content? Follow at USL League One on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for exclusive access and updates. Chris Ruska blows his whistle, and we are back underway here at Toyota Stadium after the hydration break. Still looking for the opening goal between these two sides. Greenville Triumph, the road team, North Texas, the comfy confines of their home field, Toyota Stadium. Using the space on this wide open pitch to their advantage. Coleman for Romero. It's back to Romero. Ball goes wide for Escribano. A race to it. Escribano keeps it in play for a moment. Good effort by the 17-year-old Christian Escribano from right here in Frisco, Texas. Played with the FC Dallas Development Academy. Getting his first chance here at the USL League One level. Coleman couldn't get his head to it. Finds David Rodriguez. Walker, now Lee. Trying to find a teammate. Couldn't find Silers. This goes out of play. Cesar Murillo. There's a look at John Harkes, former U.S. men's national team man. Headed up FC Cincinnati, where they made their move up to MLS. A few players on this Greenville Triumph side followed him down to Greenville from Cincinnati. Of course, Harkes, the first American to play in the English Premier League. Romero right in the middle. Not been too many chances on goal for either side. Just 3 combined shots, 2 of them for Greenville. Arturo Rodriguez, now David Rodriguez. And it's cleared away. Two of the older players you'll see on the field for North Texas tonight. Cesar Murillo at 23, Hector Montalvo at 21. I guess you can call them old for this group. Here's Demis. Always dangerous on the ball. It's a wide for David Rodriguez. Now his brother Arturo. A shot from outside the box, it's deflected. Now it's wide for Escribano. Escribano into the box looking for Demis. Seiler, a diving header just to clear it away, and another corner for North Texas. There's a look at the Advocare replay. It's Becent fighting for it, and then Escribano, who's been fairly good so far in his first USL League One action. They're right back tonight for North Texas. It'll be once again Arturo Rodriguez to take this corner kick. Puts it in. Dallas J goes up and grabs it. Biku Becent was there as well. But J able to come away with it. Look at the Advocare replay. Bordering on a foul there from Becent. He was never going to get that. It was always J's ball. Looking for Tyler Polak. This one goes out of play. Another throw in for North Texas upcoming as about 7 minutes plus stoppage time away from halftime. We'll get a few extra minutes there of stoppage time for that hydration break just a few moments ago. We'll get you all set for the U.S. Open Cup, which resumes this week, coming up at halftime. I'll be here on ESPN+. Arturo Rodriguez trying to get by Aaron Walker. Gets the ball back. Walker goes to ground. And this could see Walker into the book. And it will be the first yellow card issued to Greenville Triumph tonight. Oscar Romero picked up the other one for North Texas. This one, he was late to it. And clipping the heels there of Arturo Rodriguez.
A yellow card has been issued to Greenville player number 8, Aaron Walker, in the 39th minute.
So now he has to be careful for the remainder of this match. Dominic Boland and Tyler Polak also one yellow card away from a suspension due to accumulation. Something to watch here as we move ahead in this one. Another matchup with Orlando City B for Greenville coming up next. Here's Arturo Rodriguez over this one, looking for that back post. And Jay knew that was going wide, so he let it be. Still a dangerous ball into the area from Arturo Rodriguez. He's been good on those set pieces this year. We may not see a better one than what we saw in Lansing, Michigan from Ricardo Pepe in that 2-2 draw earlier in the season. This one's all the way ahead for Aviles. Did he get a touch to it? Greenville won a corner kick, and I think they're going to get it. Yes, they will. The AR points to the corner. And a mistake there at the back by the goalkeeper, Carlos Aviles. Greenville will take their time putting this back in play, getting more bodies into the box. Well, we'll see if Greenville can make North Texas pay for that mistake at the back. Chris Bermudez, 1 assist to his name this season. The in-swinger towards the near post. It's cleared away. And the shot by Carlos Gomez goes well wide and out of play. So nothing doing for Greenville, that attacking sequence. Ahead for Ronaldo Demis. A foot race with Tyler Polak. He keeps it in play. He's able to keep possession for North Texas. Where it's finally taken away, but out for another North Texas throw. A similar storyline for North Texas last week against Lansing. Nothing really doing in the first half. They came out fired up though in that second half after some halftime adjustments by Eric Quill. They're able to put 3 goals past Lansing Ignite and come away with all 3 points. But tonight, one of those keys we talked about earlier was North Texas would have to be patient breaking down this very stout back line that have played a lot of games together. Seiler, Lee, Politz, and Polak. A very experienced group back there for Greenville Triumph. There's Lee taking away from Demis. If they get this right, maybe a chance to counter. Ahead for Keegan. It was Montalvo, though, who got there well in front of the number 9 man for Greenville. Here's Arturo Rodriguez. Romero, a nice spin move to get free. Down the line for Murillo, an early ball in to the top of the box. Coleman, and it's tipped over the bar by Dallas J. The first real dangerous scenario. Here's we take a look at the Advocare replay, an early ball in from Cesar Murillo there on the left. Christian Coleman could not sneak it by Dallas J. He's been very good in goal this season. When you look at the saves leaders in USL League One, he's not up there. He only has 20 coming in. I think it's because of that back line, though, where he hasn't faced as many shots as you might think. Here's Romero. And the whistle blows as it was Omar Mohammed going to ground. Another one of those FC Cincinnati players under John Harkes. Looks like the referee wants Dallas J to take this where the foul occurred, outside the box. Jay puts it back in play. Keegan in there fighting for it. Bermudez. A high boot. Go back to North Texas. We are nearing halftime here from Toyota Stadium as we close out week 15 here in USL League One play. A bit of an abbreviated week, it being July 4th week, but it'll pick back up next week with 7 games on the schedule. Ball into the box. Seiler able to clear it away. The flag goes up on the far side. We'll see what this is. And it looks like this will go against Greenville Triumph. Where will they put this? It'll be right outside the area. And a dangerous opportunity to put one in just before halftime here for North Texas Soccer Club. Still awaiting the stoppage time. Remember, we had that hydration break, so definitely a few extra minutes here at the end of this first 45 minutes. It's David Rodriguez standing over this free kick right about the elbow. He puts it in towards the back post. It's cleared. Not all the way, though. And North Texas able to stay on the ball here. Arturo Rodriguez. They can take some time. Lee puts it up in the air. And it's back for Dallas J. Still unsure of the stoppage time, but it is presented by Advocare. And Chris Ruska blows his whistle. I guess we'll know it's halftime. Jay Keegan trying to fight for it. Escribano comes away with it. Back for Breck Evans. Arturo Rodriguez. And you can see it there at the bottom of the screen. The Advocare stoppage time, 3 minutes. As Lee, a big push there on Ronaldo Demis. So he goes out of play. A throw in here for North Texas. Breck Evans now will take this throw in for North Texas. They've scored some late goals in the first half. They'll look back to that Ricardo Pepi goal at Toronto back in May. North Texas and Toronto have played 2 really exciting matches. BMO Training Ground in Toronto, Ontario. We've seen late goals from the North Texas side. We'll see what we get here at the end of this first 45 minutes. It's following a very similar script to what we saw last week against Lansing for North Texas. The foul here as we are nearing the minimum of 3 minutes here at the end of this first half. For Greenville last week, though, they had a first half goal. It was Cameron Saul scoring that first goal. This one's all the way downfield for Dallas J. We're through the minimum of 3. And there is the whistle for halftime. Nothing to split the two sides in the first 45-plus minutes here at Toyota Stadium. Still all to play for in that second half. Some conversations with the referee there with David Rodriguez. 0-0 here from Frisco. Stay tuned for our halftime show here on ESPN+.
Texas SC takes on Tormenta FC at 6 p.m.
The heat will wear you out real quick. And we've been through some hot ones. It's very physical. You gotta take care of your body and stay hydrated because every moment matters. That's why I drink Advocare Rehydrate. I've got a job to do.
I was on the way to work and I got a flat tire. I pulled over immediately to the Chick-fil-A parking lot.
It was raining, pouring down raining.
I was panicking. I was just so upset as I don't know how to change a tire. Then Robert came running over to me.
I felt sorry for her standing out in the rain. And I just asked if she needed help.
I was just so happy to see him. He helped me change my tire.
Robert's tire changing service.
He's a lifesaver. It just made me feel good to know that there's people like Robert out here in the world.
For tile, wood, and stone, come to the nationwide low price leader, Floor & Decor.
The prices are the lowest you will find.
Not only did we find lots of options, we were like, oh my gosh, it's so affordable.
It's affordable no matter what your budget.
I saved a lot of money at Floor & Decor. We came in under budget.
Way under budget.
Way under budget, yeah.
It's really the best pricing.
You're getting an incredible product for an amazing price.
Why wouldn't you want to save money and make your house look great?
I love to save money. Who doesn't like to save money?
Floor & Decor. You have to see it to believe it.
Why do we celebrate? Because we know this achievement isn't just for us. It's for our team, our family, and our future. It's for that final moment when we know we've defied the odds and put our future into our own hands. As the official education partner of Major League Soccer, SNHU helps players, staff, and fans achieve their goals. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
Back here at halftime at Toyota Stadium between North Texas Soccer Club and Greenville Triumph. The U.S. Open Cup resumes this week with a couple of quarter-final matchups. Let's go back and look at the round of 16 games from the two USL Championship sides that will be playing this upcoming week.
Quarterfinals. Back out for Serena. He has a good effort. Oh, that is sensational from Brandon Serena. Back in stride and back and forth with his club after U20 international duty. Ball sent the other way. Santi Moore might be able to get there. Good save off the line. Here's Brader in front. Come on, Brader. New Mexico United are level. Out of absolutely nothing. Moments after the go-ahead goal for FC Dallas. And it's Kevon Brader, who is on a Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup tear. Flipped in, back post. Justin Schmidt was there. Now it's Moore on the first time. Still loose in front. Brader still loose. Hamilton, and it's in for New Mexico. Sam Hamilton on the doorstep and puts New Mexico United on the doorstep of a date with the Loons of Minnesota United in the quarterfinals. FC Dallas 1, New Mexico 2.
FC Cincinnati, it's 1 win in 12 as it's given away here at the back. Decoy to slide in Cicerone. Here's Cicerone, peeling it back. Kadeem Dinkers! Didn't get clean purchase on it. Tried to stab at it from 8 yards out. Effort there from official at the ground. And Sam Fick tries to head it back towards his goalkeeper Gomez, who bails him out. Eventually does give away Cincinnati. Towards Cicerone, well done to let it run. Cicerone! Not the most convincing save there from Shevasov Teton. As Hilton can now take the corner. Delivery here with pace. Fink! Sam Fink has done it! In front of the St. Louis
So Sam Fink sending St. Louis FC into the quarterfinals of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. St. Louis FC will travel down to Atlanta to face Atlanta United. That match at 7:30, along with Orlando City Soccer Club against New York City FC. And then that big match at 8 o'clock for New Mexico United. They'll be traveling to St. Paul to face off against Minnesota United. And then the nightcap out west, LAFC and Portland Timbers. That should be a dandy. Minnesota United and New Mexico United. The winner of that one will play LAFC and Portland Timbers. And the same thing for the top two matchups. That's all on ESPN Plus this Wednesday. Should be exciting. But around the USL Championship, we're right at the midway point, and there are some mid-season awards to be handed out.
Monarchs go for goal, and they find it! Opiel's gone for goal, another deflection, off the post and in! Tacoma on top, shot, and goal! What a beauty!
Justin Dillon moving up the middle, he's going to push that ball wide toward Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a first touch cross, back inside for Dillon, and a goal!
Inside the 18, shot, pushed wide! Loose in front, it's Freighter! What a hit!
He plays it into the box, headed down,
oh,
and
my
Freighter!
To Kiesewetter, Kiesewetter, in for the goal! Nice cross, Kiesewetter, it's in!
Asante outside the box, Asante, goal!
It's Rios! It's a great cross! Daniel Rios again!
Ryan Brown sends it, and it's a goal! Ryan Brown!
Lubin, what a save! A second save, loose in front! Lubin guarding the post.
Denied by McCarthy!
A lot more height on it, McCarthy, a great save! On the volley! Oh, what a save! Newton again!
Collier curls, saved.
Ooh, looking for a shooting lane, coming to left. Tipped away. He got it on frame. Olsen up to the task.
Dico with a touch. Great save, Tempakis.
Shot on, Tempakis with a great save. Nice little 1-2. Caleb Richards. Richards getting it back. Caleb Richards.
Douglas Martinez able to put it back in.
Martinez puts it back to Coffey. Goal!
Lofted ball in, Williamson.
Good build up here for Portland Timbers too. Good chance for Williamson.
Swinging away, header, Robertson. Follow up in from Lobo.
Well, the header comes in. A great save and on the follow.
Outside at the top of the box, it's dangerous from there. What a fantastic finish!
Some news and notes from around USL League One. Streaks coming to an end and streaks continuing. Tormenta has their first home loss on Saturday against Forward Madison, while Chattanooga gets a 1-1 draw against Lansing Ignite as they stay unbeaten in Chattanooga. The mid-season update, we're right at the midway point of this inaugural USL League One season. A whole lot of congestion in the middle. 4 teams with 20 points, and home teams are dominating. You see that record there, and this week they went 1-1-1. And Ronaldo Demis, the player of the week, he is the leader in goals scored. They go in 4 straight matches for Ronaldo Demis, and he just continues to put up great numbers for this North Texas side. You see the team of the week, 6 players combined between Greenville and North Texas on this team of the week, 3 from either side. And the goals leaders, it is that player of the week. Ronaldo Demis up there, Ricardo Pepi, I'm sure we'll see him there for quite a while. 7 goals in just those 6 games. And Stephen Beattie, 7 goals as well for him in 14 games played. He played yesterday but did not get a goal. The scoreboard from around this USL League One week. FC Tucson taking down Toronto FC 2. Started the week on Wednesday, and then yesterday, a 2-1 win for Forward Madison in Statesboro, and Chattanooga and Lansing, that 1-1 draw. The schedule for this upcoming week, 4 teams are playing twice. We start on Tuesday with Forward Madison going up to Lansing. Orlando City B hosting Chattanooga on Wednesday, and Tormenta going up to Toronto on Friday. Those are the 3 midweek games, and then we move ahead to Saturday in one of the busiest weeks in the USL League One season. The first time all year we have had 7 games in a week, and we have a very busy Saturday night ahead. Greenville Triumph, Orlando City B, Lansing FC Tucson, Richmond back in action against North Texas, and the week concludes with Chattanooga traveling to Madison. So one more break, highlights and stats, and the second half right after this.
The heat will wear you out real quick. And we've been through some hot ones. It's very physical. You gotta take care of your body and stay hydrated because every moment matters. That's why I drink Advocare Rehydrate. I've got a job to do.
Boating. Tundra. A little R&R. Camry.
Wow, she's good.
Off-roading. Forerunner. Treasure hunting. Highlander mateys.
Thanks.
Wherever you want to go, we've got a great deal on a Toyota to get you there.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,500 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sarah's last tuition payment sent off.
Feeling good?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm ready to focus on my project.
This is why we plan. Oof. You never cease to amaze me, Maya.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
Injuries can be overcome. Returns can be triumphant. The top of your game is well within reach. From comprehensive care to advanced research, everything you need to rehab, recover, and refuel your performance is in the playbook at Texas Health Sports Medicine.
Nearly set for the second 45 minutes from Toyota Stadium here in Frisco. No score between North Texas Soccer Club and Greenville Triumph Soccer Club. Let's take a look at the halftime highlights. They are presented by Advocare as both teams getting set for this second half. Nothing to split these two sides there in that first 45 minutes, but still some chances for either side. A good amount of set pieces. Here was an opportunity, just a bit of a heavy touch for David Rodriguez as it goes back to Dallas J, who made a big save later on in this first half. But it hasn't been really anything too dangerous for either side. This has been a good matchup, though, to watch, is Ronaldo Demis, the leading goal scorer in USL League One, going up against one of the better fullbacks in USL League One in Tyler Polak. Nothing doing on that occasion. Here was one of those set pieces. A dangerous opportunity. Evan Lee had to get that one right as he put it just past the post and out of play instead of in the back of his own net. The corner kick started to build up for North Texas. This one was Dallas J getting his hands on the kick from Arturo Rodriguez and in front of Biku Bisent. But North Texas would continue to come forward. This was maybe the best opportunity of the half. Coleman to Demis, to Coleman, and then it was a great save by Dallas J. There weren't that many great opportunities, but that one has to be up there in that first 45 minutes. As the players are getting set here for this second half, teams will switch sides and we'll see what happens here in this second half, whether Greenville can find a winner or Texas can hold serve at home, or whether Greenville will go home with just a point. But that was what John Hark said. At minimum, they would like a point here tonight. Obviously, if they can upend that league leaders in North Texas Soccer Club. That'd be very big for this team. Halftime stats are presented by Chase. The possession stats, nearly 69% in the favor of North Texas. We knew they like to keep the ball, and they've done that. As for the attack, no goals, but 4 shots for North Texas, just 3 for Greenville Triumph, and only 1 shot on target. It was that save by Dallas J. Of course, you have those yellow cards as well, 1 apiece. Aaron Walker picking one up in the 39th minute, and Oscar Romero picking one up in the 28th. There's our referee, Chris Ruska. He's been pretty busy in this first half. Plenty of fouls to call. And we are back underway here in this second half from Toyota Stadium. In total, 19 fouls between the two sides. They're pretty even, 11-8. North Texas with just a few more. Long ball over the top here to start this second half, looking for Christian Coleman. Politz clears it away for the moment. Escribano cannot keep it in play. Josh Eastern here with you on ESPN Plus. Our entire crew, thank you for ending your Sunday evening with us here with some USL League One action to close out Week 15. This match, the second of a doubleheader at Toyota Stadium. It's FC Dallas and Club Tijuana, the Zolos, just a few hours ago, a friendly between those two sides. Club Tijuana gets ready for the League MX season, starting in the coming weeks. Here's Carlos Gomez standing over a free kick here on the near side for Greenville. Tyler Polak is there as well. Another opportunity to put one in the box. We've seen similar free kicks in this first half, or in that first half from Greenville. Gomez now looking towards the back post. Aviles is off his line, and he makes the catch. He'll distribute, and he'll find Ronaldo Demes. North Texas is so good when they have a lot of space to work into. This back line has been tough to break down and get through the midfield as well. It's been tough going for North Texas, but we'll see what the halftime adjustments are from Eric Quill. Ball sent forward looking for Escribano. Took a big hop off that natural grass surface and out of play for a goal kick. Talking with John Harkes this week about the bigger pitch. He said the team will have a walkthrough before to at least get used to it. He said tactically they need to treasure the ball for long stretches, shrink the field, and make it compact whenever possible. Especially with a team like North Texas that really likes to spread it out. It can be difficult for a team like Greenville who's not used to playing on a field as big as this one. North Texas now will knock it around the back, gain more time on the ball. Somebody's tying their shoe in the center circle as this commences. Looks like that's Arturo Rodriguez, who's now back on his feet. Escribano once again down this right flank, unable to keep it in play. A young player making his first USL League One appearance. But as John Harkes says, the ball has no idea how old you are. Now Greenville try to play out of the back. They're unable to do so. We've seen that a few times. There's Eric Quill as he looks to push the lead for North Texas in the standings up to 7 points. Tormenta still with the game in hand. That would be a lot of points and ground to make up, even though we're right about the midway point. It's wide now, David Rodriguez. He likes it on his left foot. It was Romero. Shot from outside the box is deflected. David Rodriguez for Ronaldo Demis. Great save, Jay. A kick saving a beauty off his line and was one-on-one with him and Ronaldo Demis. And he denied the USL League One leader in goals. As we take a look at the Advocare replay, the ball was just bounced around. Maybe a fortuitous bounce, but Jay, an absolute great save. Demis kind of had a confused look on his face. I think he was surprised the flag stayed down. Nonetheless, that's got to be the best opportunity so far for either side. Demis right in front of goal, but unable to finish. Nifty pass there from Christian Coleman. Maybe a chance now for Greenville to break. Omar Mohamed unable to find anything there. Romero gets it wide for Coleman. Demis is in the middle. Coleman looking for David Rodriguez, well over his head. All he can find is Chris Bermudez. This one's thumped forward. Vilas has to come out of the box to get it. But no issues here for North Texas. Still awaiting that opening goal here in this match. A shout for handball. Chris Ruska not obliging. It's played back to Dallas Jay. Just made the save of the match so far. Aaron Walker at that defensive midfield position. It's taken away here by North Texas again. Arturo Rodriguez on the ball. Rodriguez for Romero now. Iku Bisent. Greenville's had a tough time really hooking up with the two men up top, and Cameron Saul and Jake Keegan. Something that John Harks has talked to us about when we brought up Cameron Saul was he's been stronger holding the ball up, and I think that's something they could use in this match. That hold-up play as Keegan goes down. That was Bisent who came over and committed the foul. Another set piece here on this near side coming for Greenville. Here's a look at the Advocare replay. Once again, just clumsy with that challenge, taking out that right leg of Jake Keegan. Here's Tyler Polak, Lincoln, Nebraska native. Plays it wide. Greenville unable to keep possession in and around the area. So they'll play it back. Here's Lee. Wide for Seiler. Long looping cross that will go out of play for a goal kick. Fans of the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest levels across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Here's David Rodriguez for Montalvo. The captain, Breck Evans. Soon we get the first substitution of this match. player on North Texas's bench that could definitely see some time tonight, Dante Seeley. He's been kind of pushed out of the lineup just because of Christian Coleman coming in and rehabbing, but he's a very big part of this North Texas side. It's taken away, maybe a chance to counter here. Cameron Saul, it was BQ Beesent who was there to it. The only player on the bench with a goal for Greenville this year is Travis Ward. So we'll see as we progress later on what the tactics are going to be from both of these teams. It's played ahead for Saul. It's Mohammed on this near side. He's able to find him with some open space. Omar Mohammed now. And it's deflected out by Escribano for a corner kick here for Greenville. They have not had too much the ball really in this game, but especially in this second half so far. The long walk over, here's Chris Bermudez for this corner kick. He'll be an outswinger here with his left foot. Bermudez towards the back post. Evan Lee is there. Great save by Aviles. The follow, another diving save by Carlos Aviles, denying Evan Lee, the center back. Bermudez took this towards the back post. Lee was unmarked, but it was two great saves by Aviles to deny the center back. Gomez will take this one now. For Lee again, couldn't keep it down. And Aviles comes out to take. He'll distribute quickly. Looking for Coleman. He pushed Gomez on that occasion, and Chris Ruska was able to spot it. Here's Lee. Maybe giving Greenville the best opportunity in front of goal so far in this match. Ronaldo Demis, Romero, Arturo Rodriguez. Still looking for that opening goal here in the 58th minute. Cross into the box, looking for Demis. Able to chest it down on the turn. That was always going wide, and Dallas J knew it. As now Greenville will look to play out of the back. Nice move to find some space here by Omar Mohammed. Escribano chasing. He takes down Mohammed. Referee Chris Ruska will bring the play back, and this will be another set piece opportunity. And Ruska goes to his pocket. A yellow card for Christian Escribano, the USL League One debutant. Look at the Advocate replay. He was always chasing with that left forearm right in between the numbers of Omar Mohammed. Another player into the book tonight.
Player, number 57, Christian Escribano, in the 59th minute.
We'll get our first substitution of the match. This substitute brought to you by Texas Health Resources. Will be Chris Bermudez coming off. Will be Paul Clowes coming on. Clowes, the midfielder, out of Manchester, England, Spent 4 years at Clemson, was the ACC Midfielder of the Year in 2015. Drafted 32nd overall by DC United in 2017. Also spent some time in 2017 with Orlando City B. Here's Aaron Walker, though, standing over this free kick here in the 60th minute. Another good opportunity from a set piece. Walker into the middle. Couldn't find a white jersey. Here's Evan Lee now. First touch of the day for Klaus. Englishman looking for Seiler. The flag was up, and it will be a goal kick coming for North Texas. Fans follow North Texas Soccer Club and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, the US Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. A giveaway by Escribano. Maybe some of his youth showed up in this second half just a little bit, just picking up a yellow card as well. Good play by Keegan to keep it in. Here's Polak now. Pass deflected in the air. Gomez able to track it down. Here's Walker, now back for Lee. Gomez. This one played all the way back to Dallas J. Through an hour. Still nothing to split these two sides. Eric Will very animated down there in the technical area, urging his team on. Ball played forward. Here's Gomez. Aviles off his line. This one will roll past the end line. Another goal kick upcoming. Who's up? Who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL League One Power Rankings only on USLLeague1.com. These will come out tomorrow. With Tormenta losing, very well see North Texas staying at the top of those power rankings, and regardless of the result tonight, they'll still be at the top of the USL League One standings. Greenville Triumph come in with 16 points, North Texas with 29. Here's Escribano. Win for North Texas has them 7 points clear. For Greenville, they'd be level on points with Toronto FC2 at 19, right around that 5th place mark. Here's Omar Mohamed, has Saul up in front. He was unsure of himself in that situation. And another giveaway here by Greenville. Starting to kind of find that separation between the contenders and the pretenders as we're at this midway point of this USL League One season. The teams at the bottom, Orlando City B and Richmond Kickers at 12 points. And that 4-point gap between Richmond and Orlando, and then Greenville, who sits at 16 points. Those 3 teams then below the playoff picture of 5, 6, and 7, Toronto, Tucson, and Madison. Then Lansing sitting in there at the 4 spot with 21 points. And Chattanooga also in there at 22 before you get those top 2 of Tormenta and North Texas at 25 and 29. So you kind of have those tiers of where teams sit right now. It looks like we'll get another substitution here. Here it
We have a
is.
substitution for North
Another
Texas
substitution
SC.
brought to you by
In the
Texas Health
63rd
Resources,
minute.
and there is
Entering the
Dante
game is number
Seeley coming
31,
onto the
Dante
pitch.
Seeley. Leaving the game is
A
number
goal
12,
and 3
Christian
assists,
Coleman.
and about 64 minutes this time for Christian Coleman. We've seen him play 62, 65, and now 64. And Seeley is that substitution. Very dynamic attacker for North Texas and Eric Quill. He says he needs to use his right foot a little bit more and be better in transition and on the defensive side, but a goal and 3 assists. Just a handful of games for Dante Seeley. Pretty good start to his pro career. Here's Rodriguez now, sending this in, and it was an offside trap played there by Greenville, and this ball just goes straight out of play. It wasn't that dangerous of a ball anyway, but always interesting to see that play out. Dallas Jane will put this back into play. Greenville now building forward. Here's Jake Keegan on the ball, and his left-footed shot nowhere near the goal. And it looks like we'll get another sub here coming. This one by Greenville Triumph. It will be Omar Mohammed coming off.
We have a substitution
Sammy
for
Gadiri
Greenville in the 66th
will
minute.
come on.
Entering the game is number 21, Sammy Gadiri. Leaving the game is
Gary, the
number
Boca
18,
Raton native.
Omar Mohammed.
As Mohammed will make way. And here was that offside trap once again. They were running forward, and basically every red jersey, all 5 of those players were offside. So it's Gadiri on and Mohammed off. So North Texas still looking to find that opening goal along with Greenville. North Texas being at home, expect them to be on the front foot. They've had most of the possession. And Demis had a really good opportunity right in front of goal, but so far, that's all that's really happened in terms of the attack in this second half. Here's Demis. Got to give credit, though, to Greenville Triumph. They've come in, they've sat in their shape nicely. They've made it tough for North Texas to find that open space, which they love to do. And that's something John Harkes talked about, was shrinking the field, playing compact, and they've done that well. Pullets now. Might have gotten tripped up. Demis had that innocent look, and play continues. And in the middle for Oscar Romero. Romero gets it wide, and some miscommunication there on that left side between the substitute Seeley and the left back Cesar Murillo. Out of play for another throw-in. Klaus goes right in the B-cent. Excuse me, that's Dante Seeley there on that left side. Another spot kick, free kick here for Greenville. So still trying to find those outlets to Keegan and Saul up top. It's been difficult here in this second half for Greenville to do much of anything on the ball. It's been dominated by North Texas. 65% of the possession. Escribano gets it forward. Now it's Arturo Rodriguez on the ball. David now, back to his brother Arturo. You don't need to give Arturo Rodriguez a whole lot of space. He can find his own shot. Seeley tries to get it back, unable to do so. Kick downfield again. A foot race here between Evans and Saul. So that's Montalvo who will clear it out of play. Look at John Hartz talking to his left back, Tyler Polak. Here's Gomez for Saul. Inside for Gomez. He might have some space. Aviles off his line. The offside flag goes up on the far side. Well, Texas playing quickly. Can they catch Greenville out? Doesn't look like it. Here's Montalvo on the ball. 20 minutes remaining. North Texas trying to go to 8-0 at home. They have not dropped points at Toyota Stadium. Greenville trying to trip them up, though, here tonight to close out week 15. And for Greenville, it's just building on that road win last week at Orlando. Scored multiple goals in 2 straight games for the first time all season. It went over 2 months between their first and second multi-goal games. These two teams really dominating combined. That team of the week. 3 players for either side, and the player of the week in Ronaldo Demis. Some pressure being shown to this back line of Greenville. They do a good job of playing out of it, at least for the moment. Maybe I spoke too soon. It's out of play. And it'll be a throw-in for North Texas. A high boot, and this will go to North Texas. Eric Will pushing his team on. Here's Arturo Rodriguez to stand over it. A man down, it looks like that is Cameron Saul, goal scorer from last week, one of the 2 goal scorers. He opened the scoring for Greenville, now he's back on his feet. A warm night, maybe cramps coming into play. Hearing another hydration break is on its way, but first Arturo Rodriguez trying to call the bluff of Greenville Triumph in their offside trap. He puts this in deep, and it's right at Dallas J in goal. Here's Polak. Now Keegan gets it taken away. Arturo Rodriguez gets it back. Walker was in there on that challenge. Has to be careful. Already 1 yellow card tonight. So one took a deflection off of Escribano. Klaus plays into the middle now. Trying to get it wide. Gadiri coming over, and Aviles all the way out of his box. Escribano didn't know that Gadiri was right in his footsteps. So throw in now for Greenville again. Polak. Nifty pass for Gadiri, who was in an offside position. Just under a quarter of an hour left. Here's Bcent. Flips it forward, looking for David Rodriguez. This will run out of play for a goal kick. And it is time for our second hydration break. Both teams will head over to their respective bench areas. Get some water, take a break for a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
Texas
please.
heat.
Due to the high temperature in tonight's match,
10:30, still very, very hot.
The cooling break will commence. The break will last up to 3 minutes. Thank you.
During this hydration break, let's take a look at the standings here in USL League One. Right now, Greenville sitting at 15 points. They're in 8th place, and North Texas at the top there with 29, but that lead can grow. With 3 points here tonight, even with a point, they'd be 5 points clear. Even though they played one more game than Tormenta, they'll still have that lead regardless. North Texas, what they have done this season, they're also looking to the first team to 30 points, the first team to double-digit wins as well. So both teams getting set for this final 15 minutes. See Cameron Saul there stretching out. Saw him down on the field just a few moments ago, maybe some cramps. Take a look at some scores from around the league from this week. Tucson taking care of Toronto, 3 goals within 21 minutes. Chattanooga and Lansing, a 1-1 draw in Chattanooga, which saw both teams go down to 10 men. And then Madison, maybe the most impressive win in quite some time in USL League One. One of the hottest teams, Forward Madison, goes down to Tormenta. In the fortress that is Irk Russell Park, they get a 2-1 win over Tormenta. It would have been a clean sheet if not for a penalty scored by Marco Micheletto in the 89th minute. So Dallas J will put things back in play here. Definitely get some more stoppage time at the end of this match. Puts it back in play, looking for Jake Keegan. Here's Walker. Evan Lee. Can Greenville be the first team to trip up North Texas at home? These next 12 minutes plus stoppage time. They will try to be the first to do so, at least with getting a point. Dante Seeley now. In the middle for Klaus. Now wide for Polak. Seeing the pressure being ratcheted up a little bit more by North Texas. Here's Jake Keegan. Ball's deflected. Tyler Polak. Klaus, cross into the box. He got a foot to it, but unable to direct it on frame. Carlos Aviles knows that he escaped something there. As we take a look at the Advocare replay, it was Klaus. It looks like that was Carlos Gomez in there, but unable to poke that by Aviles. So scoreless we stay. Played wide. Here's Escribano. Arturo Rodriguez. It's played forward and then finally cleared away. Rodriguez, miscommunication there on that far side, and out of play it goes. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Is there a goal in this match here tonight? A point at the league leaders. Be nothing to shake your head at if you're Greenville. Get them up to 17 points. Be right in that group of teams just below the playoff line. Talking to by Chris Ruska now. Some pressure being shown by Saul. Clows went down, and that gave North Texas some space. Here's Dante Seeley. Plenty of white jerseys get back. Seeley lost the ball and then commits the frustration foul there on Evan Lee. Dallas J will wait to put things back in play. Looks like we have another substitution here. We get it now, and we will get it now. It is Cameron Saul coming off. And it is Dominic Boland coming off the substitute, brought to you by Texas Health Resources. Dominic Bowling,
We have a substitution.
the New York native, has 2 assists on the season.
The game is number 2, Dominic Boland. Leading the game is
Last year he
number
played
11,
for Asheville
Cameron
City, the NPSL. Finds himself now in Greenville. Looking to find something here at the end of this match. So now all 3 subs have been used by Greenville. Just 1 has been used by North Texas. Gadiri, Clows, and Boland, 3 substitutes tonight for Greenville. Dante Seeley, the lone sub for North Texas. Gomez. Now it's wide for Gadiri. Sammy Gadiri plays it forward. Jake Keegan not going to get to that one. Aviles gets there instead. He tries to play out of the back quickly. David Rodriguez now. Dante Seeley. Seems like every time he gets the ball, white jerseys swarm around him. Boy, has it been tough to play through this midfield for North Texas tonight. A lot of credit to this midfield for Greenville. Aaron Walker, Clows since he's come on. Gadiri tries to keep it in play, unable to do so. Bermudez when he was on the field as well. Gomez. It's been a full team effort. Greenville has only scored 10 goals this year, but they've also only allowed 10 goals. That goal differential right at 0. They had Had a 0-0 draw against Tormenta back on June 1st. Another 0-0 draw against Forward Madison. That one was in a snowstorm. It's the opening match at Breese Stevens Field. We played a lot of low-scoring matches so far this season. As David Rodriguez gets thrown down by Carlos Gomez. Seemed to come out of nowhere. Maybe a little bit unnecessary from the Spaniard. Look at the Advocare replay. He lost possession and then gave him a big bear hug. And said, I'm just going to throw you out of the way. And Gomez does get a yellow card for that as well. So another player into Chris Ruska's book here tonight. The second Greenville player, now 2 aside in this match. And we will get another sub. This one brought to you by Texas Health Resources. It is Michael Sosa coming on.
We have a substitution for
There's Oscar Romero coming off.
In the 86th minute.
The second sub of the night used by North Texas.
Sosa. Leading the game is number 7, Oscar Romero.
Sosa on, Romero out. Sosa just 17 years old, right here in Frisco. You see so many of these academy guys getting the opportunity. Here's Gomez, has it in the corner. It's controlled here by North Texas. It's interesting how FC Dallas and their entire academy trains. It's called staggered training, where they all train within about an hour and a half time frame, where there's overlap between all the teams. U19s, North Texas, FC Dallas. So if Eric Quill wants to see a player from one of the younger teams, he can say, hey, I want so-and-so to come over and train here with my team and see how it works out. And I'm sure that's happened with plenty of these players. The same can be said for FC Dallas wanting a few North Texas players to train with the MLS side. So it's all one big happy family in Frisco. And one of the better academies in all of American soccer. Seen a few of them get the opportunity to train overseas. Thomas Roberts had the chance to go over to Bayern Munich. Chris Richards plays for now the Bayern Munich Academy. It's taken away. Greenville a chance to run. He has Keegan up ahead. Keegan couldn't quite get it as Breck Evans was there to intercept. Some close calls for Greenville on the break, but that center back duo of Montalvo and Evans has been very stout here tonight. They play in the 89th minute. Really can be said for both sides. For North Texas, just 2 draws this season, one against Toronto, one against Lansing. They've not played a 0-0 draw. They have scored in every match. So this would be a first for them unless they can find something here at the end. Demes has to deflect off Polak. We're into the 90th minute now. I'm sure we'll get at least 3 minutes of stoppage time just based on that hydration break, maybe a little bit more. We'll see what the decision is at the end. Beeson for Rodriguez, now Seeley. Dante Seeley for Sosa. Boland will thump this back downfield. Hearing the stoppage time could be 4 minutes. you an official number in about 20 seconds. David Rodriguez now. You wonder if North Texas will throw numbers forward, and on the other side whether Greenville will sit in that low block here as we get into stoppage time, trying to preserve that point. Escribano now deflects out for a corner kick. Right as we enter stoppage time, and there is that stoppage time. That is presented by Advocare. Stoppage time 4 minutes here tonight. There we go, a corner kick upcoming for North Texas. It's sent in. Flicked on by Becent. Couldn't really get the direction on that ball. 3.5, the minimum of 4 minutes remain. Dallas J will take his time. Still a very important point here tonight for Greenville if they can hold North Texas out for at least these next 3 minutes. Be the first team this season to find any sort of point value here at Toyota Stadium. Seiler will come over for this throw-in. Sent ahead, in for Gadiri, but Aviles quick off his line, able to take it away. Escribano now. Here's David Rodriguez. Arturo now, and it's taken away. Gomez now has it. The midway point of the minimum of 4 minutes of stoppage time. As we sit here at 0-0. Evans for Seeley. Now back to Evans. Long diagonal ball. Switch of the field looking for Arturo Rodriguez. Headed away by Polak, out for a throw. In for Escribano, who has plenty of room. Now Arturo Rodriguez. He makes something happen. Here's his brother David. Escribano now. 75 seconds remain. Arturo Rodriguez looking for Demis. Arturo Rodriguez gets taken down, and Chris Ruska waves it away. They've had a late penalty called earlier this season against Madison, and nearly a shout for penalty there. Boy, was that a close call. Good build-up play by North Texas, but nothing doing on that occasion. Ronaldo Demis, a little bit too tall for him. Biku Becent. It's clipped up in the air by Politz. Headed away by Gadiri. And this one will roll out for a throw-in. As we take a look at the Advocare replay, here was that build-up play. Arturo Rodriguez looking for Demis, a nice back heel. Ooh, that was close. Cole Seiler maybe taking out that left foot. A very close call there at the end of this match, as we're nearly at the end of this one, the end of stoppage time. Maybe one more opportunity for North Texas. Seeley looking for Sosa. Sosa takes a shot, has it deflect off of Walker. A throw-in. There cannot be much left in this one. Murillo will try for the long throw. Gets it in, looking for Seeley. Bounces around, it's cleared away. The final whistle has blown in Frisco, Texas. nothing to split. North Texas Soccer Club and Greenville triumph tonight. This one ends 0-0. Some extracurriculars maybe after the final whistle.
Join us right back here Saturday, July 20th.
But this match has come to a close and no goals for either side. North Texas still the first team to 30 points. And Greenville Triumph get up to 17 points, but the first time North Texas in 8 matches has not gotten all 3 points at Toyota Stadium.
North Texas SC. Thank you for
we'll be back to wrap things up with stats and highlights right after this from Toyota Stadium. Stay with us here on ESPN+.
And as always, please have a safe journey home.
The heat will wear you out real quick. And we've been through some hot ones. It's very physical. You gotta take care of your body and stay hydrated because every moment matters. That's why I drink Advocare Rehydrate. I've got a job to do.
Ah, boating. Tundra. A little R&R. Camry.
Wow, she's good.
Off-roading. Forerunner. Treasure hunting. Highlander mateys.
Thanks.
Wherever you want to go, we've got a great deal on a Toyota to get you there.
During the Ready, Set, Go sales event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $1,500 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sarah's last tuition payment sent off. Feeling good?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm ready to focus on my project.
This is why we plan. Oof. You never cease to amaze me, Maya.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
Back here at Toyota Stadium as this match has come to a close between North Texas and Greenville, and so has Week 15 in USL League One. 0-0 tonight in Frisco. Let's take a look at our full-time highlights. They are brought to you by Advocare. No goals to show you tonight, but still some good chances from both sides in this one. North Texas and Greenville tonight from Toyota Stadium. And early on, North Texas was building forward. This was maybe one of the better chances of the first half for North Texas Soccer Club. Christian Coleman rehabbing from that ACL tear last October. Nearly putting one by Dallas J, but a great save for J to knock that up and over the bar. And then in the second half, North Texas continuing to build forward. This was the best chance of the game, bar none. But Ronaldo Demis could not get it by Dallas J as he came up with a kick save and a beauty, just getting that right foot on it. But then later, it was Evan Lee. He had 2 chances, but denied by Carlos Aviles on both occasions. Unmarked at the back post. Didn't get too much on the first one, but the second try was only saved by the left hand of Aviles. And later, more Greenville Triumph attack. This one into the box. Gomez couldn't quite direct it past Aviles. He had a good opportunity to maybe just flick that one on. Unable to do so. But North Texas, they would keep on coming. They had most of the possession in this match. A shout for penalty deep into stoppage time with Seiler. But referee Chris Ruska waved that one away. And it all came to a close at 0-0. You be the judge on that one. Now let's take a look at the full-time stats presented by Chase. You take a look at those possession stats, 66-34. Not a huge surprise with North Texas, especially on their home field. A couple of yellow cards for either side. Of course, no goals, even though North Texas had 11 shots and 3 on target. And now it's time to recap Week 15 here in USL League One. It all started on Wednesday in the desert. Tucson improving to 3-1-3 at home. Their first point since June 12th. while Toronto FC2 has lost 2 of their last 3 after a 3-0-2 run. They take a look at all 3 of these goals. Wheeler Omiunu, Devin Vega, some nifty footwork, and then it was Jordan Jones to make it 3 goals. And that was all within the first 26 minutes, and within a span of 21 minutes, they were scoring early and often in the desert. And then we went to Chattanooga, the second match of this week. Elma Enfor gets on the score sheet for Lansing Ignite. That was the first goal. Then Chattanooga, and that's Walls putting it in the back of the net. Both teams went down to 10 men, while Lansing continues to rack up some points, but Chattanooga good as ever at home, and maybe the surprise, I mean, you could say, of the season in USL League One. Tormenta's been so good at home, but Don Smart and Oliver White put 2 goals past Tormenta FC in Statesboro, and it hands Tormenta their first home loss of the season. There's that diving header by Oliver White. Marco Micheletto had a penalty later on, and that is it. Here are the updated standings. North Texas Soccer Club sits at the top with 30 points. Greenville Triumph up to 17 points, now with 5 draws on the season, second most in the league behind Lansing. But everybody is still chasing North Texas, even though they played 1 more game than the team in second, that is Tormenta FC, but 7 games on the docket next week, and still plenty more movement here as we are right at the midway point of this season. So that does it for Week 15 here in USL League One. But tonight it finishes North Texas 0, Greenville Triumph Soccer Club 0. And that does it here for our broadcast on ESPN Plus. For our entire crew, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long, and we'll see you next week here on ESPN Plus for USL League One action.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.